What is up, you guys? My name is Nick, and welcome to my channel where I cover all things entertainment. Whatever you're watching, I'm making videos about. And if you're new here, well, this is also new to my channel, but this is what we do. Every month, I'm taking a look at all of our favorite streaming services and finding the best recommendations for you guys so you know just what to stream and when to stream it. And the time has come to talk about HBO Max. Now, I know that you don't need me to tell you that HBO has a ton of great television, of course, duh, but I have found a ton of hidden gem movies here on HBO Max that need to be seen. We have to be talking about these movies. I've got 10 hidden gem movie recommendations, so let's get into it. This should be number 1, but I cannot wait one more second to talk about it. So at number 10, I have Drop Dead Gorgeous, one of my favorite underrated late 90s classics. This dark comedy mockumentary is set in a small Wisconsin town and follows a high school beauty pageant, and there is a serial killer knocking off the contestants one by one, but making each one look like an accident. This movie has such a stacked cast. It has Kirsten Dunst, Allison Janney, Ellen Barkin, Kirstie Alley, Denise Richards, Amy Adams, Brittany Murphy. It is just so amazing. Oh my god, I love this movie. I know this won't work for everyone because, you know, it delves in some dark subject matter like, you know, making comedy out of murder, but it is so well done and hilarious. I don't care. It's movie homework that I am assigning to you in this moment. At number 9, I have House, or HULU, one of the most bonkers movies ever made. This is a surreal horror film, which is not always my thing, and it might not work for you, but honestly, it has to be seen to be believed. And how 7 young women head to an aunt's house in the countryside when they find that it is haunted as shit. This movie uses several different filmmaking techniques to not only display the haunting, but also create one of the most absurd movies ever. I can't even put this movie into words. Just watch it and yell at me about it later. Number 8 is 6 Days, 7 Nights, a romantic comedy action adventure starring Anne Heche as a New York City woman vacationing in a tropical location when she becomes trapped on a deserted island with her gruff pilot played by Harrison Ford. The two try to make their way off the island and warm up to one another along the way. This is a movie that I grew up with, so pardon me, but I think it is an incredibly fun and funny action adventure romantic comedy. It has everything you want. It's got laughs, it's got action, it's got fun. It'll feel like going on vacation in your living room. At number 7, I have Body Heat. I like my erotic thrillers, and this is one of my favorites. William Hurt and Kathleen Turner play 2 lovers having an affair, and it's about their plot to kill the woman's husband so that they can be together. Of course, nothing goes as planned. This one emulates the noir thrillers of the 1940s, but punched up with the sex and violence that made the 80s movies so fun, and you'll probably be able to tell where this plot is headed, but the actors make for a very engaging and sexy good time. Number 6 is Woodstock, a 4-hour documentary that covers the iconic music festival and captures 3 days of peace, love, and music like we'll probably never see again. I remember going through my hippie phase as a teenager, and I just thought if I could go back in time to one event to witness it myself, it would be Woodstock. And so when I found out that the whole damn thing was actually filmed and made into a documentary, I was so excited. But you know what? This movie does not disappoint. They weave in these once-in-a-lifetime music performances with people actually there with an inside look of what it was like to be there, and it is just fascinating and so entertaining. Again, it's so long, but you could break it up into chunks and watch it. It's just, I feel like it needs to be seen. This actually won the Academy Award for Best Documentary, which I just think it's so deserved. This is probably my favorite documentary I've ever seen. I hope you're in the mood for some summer vacation horror, because at number 5, I have The Ruins, one of my favorite underseen horror gems. 4 friends vacationing in Mexico decide to check out an ancient Mayan ruin off the beaten path, which is exactly how you get a horror film, and they become trapped on top of the ruin, and I'm just gonna tell you so you know exactly what you're getting yourself into. But there is an evil plant that is infecting their bodies and turning them against one another. I know this movie sounds absolutely ridiculous, so it'll either work for you or it won't, but tell me this doesn't mess you up. This was based on a book, which of course was better, but also the screenplay was written by the author Scott B. Smith, and I like that he was able to sort of make some changes and do things differently, and we have 2 versions of this incredibly insane but so very entertaining story. You might feel the need to make fun of me for this one, but at number 4, I have The Hot Chick. Rachel McAdams plays a beautiful teenage girl who swaps bodies with petty thief Rob Schneider through comedy movie magic, and then she has to figure out a way to get back in into her own body. This movie is so ridiculous and stupid, but I think it is so funny. Culturally, it does not hold up even a little bit, but if you want to peek into 2003, the hot chick is it.
April, I need you so bad right now.
How did you know my name?
It's me!
You stay away from me! I have pepper spray on my keychain.
Please, I'm Jessica!
Number 3 is Side Effects, a movie I truly never hear anyone talking about. It is so underrated, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. In this thriller, Rooney Mara stars as a woman who is experiencing depression and takes a medication that leads to some unexpected side effects. I don't want to give anything away because this movie is all about the twists and turns, but just know it leads to her character committing a crime, and then her doctor, played by Jude Law, is blamed for prescribing the medication. And it's all about the world of pharmaceuticals and what medications can do to a person and what they should be held accountable for. It's really interesting. I really don't want to give anything away. I definitely think this is underrated for a reason. Watch it so we can talk about it. At number 2, I want to talk about my favorite romance movie, and that is Before Sunrise. Ethan Hawke and Julie Delpy star as two travelers heading across Europe on a train when they meet by chance and decide to stop off and spend a day together in Vienna. This movie casually hangs out with the characters as their connection builds, and there are no big scenes or big moments. In fact, it's really all about the small moments between these characters. And normally, I don't really care for movies that kind of go nowhere and do nothing, but Richard Linklater is so damn good at just capturing people being people. I'll warn, it does have an ambiguous ending that you might not like, and normally I don't like that in a lot of other movies as well, but you know what? It totally works for me just as a standalone film. I really kind of love the way that it ends. I love this movie as a whole. It's just so well done overall. But if you don't like it, they also have the follow-up Before Sunset, in case you want to see where the story goes. And since we're here, I just have to say, Before Midnight is so good. It's not on HBO Max, but it's so good. Lastly, at number 1, I have Before the Devil Knows You're Dead, another Ethan Hawke movie, because he just makes damn good movies. In this crime thriller, two brothers organize the robbery of their parents' jewelry store, but nothing goes according to plan, leading the entire family towards a devastating conclusion. I'll admit that I haven't watched this one in a minute, but it made such a strong impact just the way that this was executed. I'm not so much into, you know, crime thrillers or anything, but oh my god, the acting, just everything is so good. I'll warn you, this movie does start out with a very graphic sex scene, and it feels like it's just kind of there for the shock value, just to be like, bam, be prepared, this movie's going places. But stick with it, it is a total ride. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it. Hit those comments to let me know what your favorites are. That's always the most fun. Like this video if you want to see more of these here on the channel. Share this video so I can get all of the subscribers, or not, but thank you again. I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. That's it for this one, but I won't stop you from watching another.